Good morning, welcome back. Back from holiday. The clip that you just saw previous to this was on a nice walk in Ibiza. Spotted an absolutely glorious creeper become some sort of climbing plant. It was very, very established, very well rooted, really like tree trunks. It was a bit like a wisteria, but I managed to identify it as Zimbabwean creeper, I think it is. Not sure, but I think that's what it is. But it was absolutely beautiful, and the bees are absolutely loving it. Wish I could grow that here, but yeah, I'll put a couple of pictures up there so you can see a bit more of it. But yeah, so I'm back today. Got a bit of a cold, but you know, nothing's going to stop me from getting on with the plot. There's a lot more jobs to do. First thing I've done is to have a nice little sit down and collect a bit more seed. I did take some sunflower heads off a week ago, off this autumn beauty. I'll turn the camera around and show you which one it is, but it's flowering, still flowering now, you know, mid-October. It's flowering its socks off, so I've took the seeds off that. There you go, as you can see. Still flowering away. I mean, it's clinging on, isn't it? It's clinging on. So this is obviously a good variety, so I wanted to collect the seeds off this one. So I'll be enjoying the last of it. Oh, amazing. So I'll show you the seeds that I actually, I've just collected off it now. There you go. Nicely dried out. And then I've just done a couple of little packets. So one for me, and then I'll give one to someone else, whoever wants some of these for next year. I've also got, I just took these off. It's been raining, so I don't want to leave these out too long in case they just pop off. These are the Cosmos. They're a dwarf Cosmos variety, but they do grow about, I would say, you know, thigh sort to waist height. But they've got really, these ones that I've collected off these particular seed heads, the flower heads are really big, gorgeous flower heads. I'll show you now. But I didn't want to leave these out in the rain too much, so I'm going to leave them here to dry off a bit, and hopefully that's the one that I want more of next year. I'm going to collect some more of the tall pigotee variety as well. So these are the ones I was talking about. You can see the size of the heads on them. They're absolutely gorgeous, and these ones are quite big ones too, but they're quite lovely and blousy and flouncy, and they just look, I'm just so impressed with them. They look absolutely gorgeous, and the colouring on this one as well. So I'm hoping to get something from those very similar. Now these are the pigotee, which are a bit more dainty. They grow a lot taller. These are gorgeous as well, so I want to save some seed off these as well. And this is also a pigotee mixed. It's grown smaller, but still a nice one. But you know, this is the sort of the one I want to save one for the taller ones. It's just perfect. Where I've popped it in with the dahlias in here. So yeah, this is one of the jobs. I need to deadhead these dahlias because they're still going. I might take some home for cut flowers. So the pigeons have been at it while I've been away. Let me show you. There we go. Now, did have these covered. Obviously the ones lower down, fine. I had these covered, but I needed the larger net to go over the new brassica bed here. And I thought, well, pigeons can't do much damage down here when they're trotting around, you know, they won't be able to reach so much, you know. Stupid me, didn't think they'll land straight on here, won't they, and be picking out, and that's exactly what I've done. So I need to find a net today. Oh, look at this. It's like some sort of ladybird larvae, I think. Well done. So yeah, I've got to sort that out today. Right, let's get these dwarf French beans harvested. Quite a lot to harvest, let's get it sorted. So these French beans, so these are the ones that I direct sown because I had a bit of space in the ground here, and they've done absolutely amazingly, actually better than the ones that I grew in the raised beds over the other side. I just want to show you how laden they are. If you look at, in a previous video actually, I sowed these directly in the ground because, as I say, there was a bit of spare ground here, so I thought I might as well. And they were late sown, but they were absolutely laden. Just let me show you how thick in beans they actually are. Okay, so you can see just how many. I mean, excuse the dodgy camera work, but look at that. Look at those. I mean, that's just insane. Look, absolutely crazy. So yeah, go back and have a look at that video that I did when I actually sown them. I think I want to try and get all of this harvested now before the first frost start to come. Plot neighbour just told me apparently we did have a bit of a touch of frost here while I was away. So and this is what I've just harvested from just 2 of these front plants here. So yeah, I think that's going to be a bit of back-breaking bean picking going on now. Okay, so let me show you what I've harvested, and I've only had 2 casualties. But yeah, I've just done that whole row. Yeah, so yeah, quite a lot of beans there, and that is just, that's not all of them. There's still loads more left on the plants that are smaller. I'll just leave them. But I mean I took to just pulling them off with my hands rather than carefully snipping them off, because I thought, well, if some of the flowers come off now and whatever, it's late in the season anyway. So wow. And then a couple of casualties that just snapped as I was sort of rooting around there. Was Ali Rusty Garder would say Mandoon, or 2 men down there. Look. But no, that is what you call a good haul. So I popped a net back over here. I just got some more of this new netting that I bought. I cut it to size and trimmed off the damaged kale. And then this side, this sort of curly kale had gone really tall, and it had gone really. So I took this side out and kept this side in, and then I've got a bit of a space there for something yet to decide. But I just wanted to show you while we're over this side. In the previous video, remember the Savoy cabbages that I sowed? Look how well they're doing. They're doing so well. I don't know if you can see because the sun is sort of shining on the. There we go. Very happy with them. Okay, so I wasn't going to do broad beans next season because I thought it was just a bit of a faff podding them, and it was all just a bit, and then if it'd gone a bit too far you'd have to sort of skin them as well, and it's all a bit, I thought, no, I don't want to do that. However, I've been given some seeds from when I won the best kept plot competition, and I've got a spare bed, and I thought might as well just shove them in. So I might just shove them in, do an autumn sowing and see what happens. It's a dwarf variety, so it might be quite nice. It's only a small little raised bed, so we'll try it. And if nothing else, you know, legumes are good for fixing nitrogen in the soil. So let's go and do it now. So I'm going to pop them in here. I mean, this is the strawberry bed that's under this mini apple tree that's got a bit out of hand that I need to sort out again. That's the future job, to clear all the runners back out after I've done it once. This needs doing again. And then this bed, this had the bell peppers in, so I've just top dressed it with a bit more compost. And then this is the variety, it's called the Sowing, which is dwarf variety, which will be quite interesting to grow. Probably quite useful in a space like this. This is sort of next to the little plasticky greenhouse and the compost area, so it's just a little one. So let's do that now. Okay, so there's the seeds. It says 30 centimetres apart for the seeds, so I'm probably going to do a bit less than that, and I don't mind if they grow into a bit of a bush here. So anyway, let's do it. Just pushing them in ground. I'll turn the camera now around there so you can see what I'm doing. But yeah, I'm just literally pushing in, and I'll just cover them over a little bit. Let's see what happens. So as you can see, I've just literally pushed a seed just in each one of these. This is a case now of covering over. Let's see what happens. I'm just going to label it up. So I've just watered them in, just a light watering, just to settle the compost around the seeds and to dampen the seeds. It's always quite damp anyway, so, and we're due to get some more rain, so I'm being attacked by spider webs here. Yeah, let's just labelled it up. So that's that done. I think that's pretty much all I'm going to do this afternoon now, because yeah, morning has turned into afternoon. You know what it's like on the plot. You say you're going to come for a couple of hours, you spend all day, but I love every minute of it. So thanks for watching. I'll be back in a few days time with more jobs, never-ending jobs list, you know what it's like, and then cracking on with something else. So I'll see you next time, and if you do like the videos, please consider subscribing. See you soon.